Hello and welcome to the Master's Table. Thank you for joining us today. We've got a great dish. I'm just going to swim through the smoke right here and we're going to get to it. Go ahead.
We got to get to it. Yeah, we got it. We went ahead and got this chicken. I'm going to tell you exactly what I've done with this. But we just want to make sure we get it done for you today. So we went ahead and started this chicken. It ain't many times we start the show and I got a hammer in my hand. So Mr. Cleveland's been acting up today, so I got to make sure I keep her straight over there.
Oh yeah.
But we're doing a Tuscan style chicken, but it's going to be with a twist, a Tuscan style chicken mac and cheese per se. So we got a lot of goodness to go in this pan right here. This is just the beginning. But we wanted to get this chicken on the way, and like I say, I'm going to tell you exactly what we done when we come back and break, as Tina's finished cooking this up, because I didn't want to shortchange and I didn't want to not get to everything and show you every little step of the way. So you want to get you a pen and a piece of paper, and or email me. I'll send you this recipe. I can promise you want to try this one right here. This right here is a great dish. Yeah. Got a lot of cheese, a lot of goodness. Got a lot of good stuff that's going to go in this pan. So don't go nowhere. Miss Cleveland, don't go nowhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
Come back and join us at the Master's Table.
We'll be right back.
Thank you for being with us today.
Now, welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get started on this dish.
Tina told me that she thought I was going to stick her with this meat thermometer.
He's just doing this like I'm standing right here.
First of all, I want to check this. I wiped this off a while ago. I want to check it and see where we're at. To see, we're right there at it, Miss Cleveland. That's 163, 164. We're looking for 165 internal temperature. Can't tell you how long it takes to do this. Probably about 10 minutes or so. But Tina wants me to get it in that fatter part, in that fat part. Let's turn this one around like this right here. Look at there. Do that. Get it in that part. That side, that end right there is done. Look at there. That's done. That's getting there. So this is thin up, and I'm gonna tell you in just 1 second what I've done with this. This piece here, we're gonna get this piece out. This piece is done. All right, I'm gonna tell you in 1 second what I've done. Brothers and sisters, y'all just hang with me just 1 second. Go ahead and take your fork and give me this piece in here, Tina. And go ahead and get that one out. That one's done. And we're gonna check that other one.
Which one?
This one right here. Let me grab it.
Done?
No, let me see what this one looks like. Yep, that one. Hang on. Let me check. I just want to make sure. I want to always make sure my chicken is done. Okay, that one is good. And I'm gonna tell you.
That would be a good idea.
Yep. That one's a little bit thicker on this end. I pounded this out. That's what I was gonna tell you. Let's see where we at. It's almost there. Flip that one back over and let it cook on that end right there one more time, Tina. Okay, brothers and sisters, what I done before we come on, I went ahead and laid these chicken. This was two big chicken. I mean, these were like huge. I don't know where they got these chickens at. I picked them up at the big box store the other day. But these were two huge breasts, and I pounded them out. That's the reason why I had this hammer in my hand. Tina got nervous when I got this out.
I ain't nervous.
But I pounded them out. I covered them, pounded them out, and I went ahead and seasoned them. And I want to tell you, the recipe will be on the screen if it hadn't been on there already. Reach out to me if you want this recipe. This was a teaspoon and a half of dried parsley and 1.5 teaspoons of smoked paprika. And what I done before I put that on there is I put a little light coat of oil. After I pounded it out, I put a little light coat of oil, sprinkled my ingredients, my seasoning on it, and then we went ahead and got it in the pan and got this started, because I didn't want to spend the whole time cooking chicken. Watch out, Tina, let me hit you in the toe. But anyway, we're getting ready to keep moving, and everything's going to happen. You can leave it. I got another one. Just lay it over at the sink. Like I say, we're going to get this rest of this chicken out of this pan, and a lot's fixing to happen right here in this pan. So let me. Yeah, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it. I wanted everybody to see where we was at and what we had going on. Almost there. Almost. Need to cut it back up. You got it cut way down.
I did, because it was splattering.
Yeah, I know. You wanted that splatter screen, didn't you? Got stuff falling everywhere, Miss Cleveland. We'll go ahead and get that out of the way. We're done with that, and I'll move this. Yeah, just let that cook just for another second. I'm gonna talk about these ingredients we're getting ready to do. We're gonna put these we're gonna start with our onions. Y'all know we always start with onions and garlic, so we're gonna start with that when that piece of chicken gets done. But I want to show you this just for a second, because this is part of the recipe, and these are the sun-dried tomatoes. So you know we use these from time to time, but I don't want all that oil in our dish, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and strain that. We will use this whole jar, and these are like the strips. You can get the whole ones if you want to, but they had these strips in the store, so I went ahead and got it. So what I'm gonna do is let those drain, and we will use maybe a couple of teaspoons or a couple of tablespoons of that oil in our dish when we get to this point right here. But I want to go ahead and let that be draining. That's some good stuff right there, Miss Cleveland. Some good sun-dried tomatoes. So we got those. We got, like I told you, we got our onions and our garlic. We got sun-dried tomatoes. We got a little bit of flour we're gonna put in there. We got chicken broth. We got I got half and half today. You can use heavy cream if you want to, if you want a little more thicker. But we got half and half. We got spinach. We got fresh grated Parmesan cheese. We got mozzarella cheese. We got, the recipe calls for either cheddar or Gouda, so I got both. So we got both. So we're gonna be real cheesy right here in just a little bit. But like I say, we're waiting on that one piece of chicken right there. Let's see where it's at now, Miss Cleveland.
There's always one.
It's always one, ain't it?
Always one in the crowd.
All right. Go ahead and throw that in here for me. I know them little bitty pieces right there is done. I might eat that. That's for the cook right there, right?
Nope.
Yes. All right. So we got the chicken done, and that's the reason why we wanted to get a head start on that, brothers and sisters, because I didn't want to bore you and stand here while we was waiting the whole time on that chicken to get done. Just leave it on about maybe that medium right there. We done made a mess with all that. You know, anytime you fry something in that oil, it makes a big old mess. That's all right though. So I'm gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna cover this up. I got this pasta. It's ready over here. Just go ahead and let that be melt continue. We get ready to drop this in just a second. We got these noodles over here cooked. I'm gonna talk about what I've done right here in just a minute. Now, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and drop. That's just a small onion. We're gonna go ahead and drop it. Let's set that to the side and get that out of the way. And we just want that to get on the way done. We got a little bit more cooking to do right here, but we're gonna let that get on the way. And I'm gonna do my favorite thing here in a minute. I don't know what I've done with my garlic press. I might have left it over here. I had it ready a while ago. Let me see what I've done with it, Miss Cleveland. I got to have my garlic press. Here it is. I knew I rinsed it out when I washed these dishes out a while ago. Let me rinse it off one more time. I knew I had it about ready. We've been so busy in here. I thought I had everything ready, and I ain't got nothing ready. You ready for some garlic? I'm just cooking pretty quick right there today. So that's how good and hot. That thing was already hot from all that chicken. So I wanted to make sure we had this good and rinsed out. All right. 6 cloves today. My most favorite thing in the world right there. You see that? I'll swap with you. 2 more. Garlic's kind of like butter. It makes everything better and more gooder. I don't even know if that's a word, is it? More gooder. One more time, Miss Cleveland. One more time. 2 more. You can put a lot in this press, right? I like this one. I have to go back and get another one of these. All right. There you go. We're done with that. I'll get that out of the way because I got enough stuff as it is right here. And you may want to turn your heat up just a tad bit more, Tina. So we got all that going, and so we're gonna add, I don't know how much, you know, I said we was gonna put a little bit of this oil. I drained this and I said I was gonna set it to the side, that we might use a little bit of it, but I don't know. We may use, because when I was looking over the recipe, it calls for using a couple of tablespoons of that, but I don't know how much we're gonna need. We're gonna look and see when we put these tomatoes in there if we need to add that or not. So you got that up on the medium. We're gonna go ahead. That's that 1 jar of the sun-dried tomatoes, and I'll save this just to the side right there just in case. And I meant to look and see. I was going to tell you because I don't know if it says on there how much. This is 8 ounces. I just want to make sure I told you right. That's 8 ounces of sun-dried tomatoes. Just keep fluffing that up, Miss Cleveland. And we're going to put just a little bit of our all-purpose We're gonna add,
that you can get.
we're gonna put just a little bit more garlic and black pepper, a little bit more paprika. You know, we just keep adding and building this flavor. A little bit of fresh ground black pepper. I love this pepper. So we're gonna do that. Get that over here out of the way. I'm not adding any salt. Told y'all we watching the salt here lately. We're gonna watch the salt. So Dr. Morrell, he'll be happy. I'm told him I ain't putting no salt in this dish today. So we put we'll move that as we move across. What you think, Miss Cleveland? That smelling pretty good? Mm-hmm. It looks pretty good. I could just about eat that like it is. All right, so now, as we get ready to move this stuff over, and brothers and sisters, remember what I've always told y'all, we always try to stage everything in order as we're using it before we start, and it makes it just go so much quicker and so much easier. See, I just don't know. I don't think we need any more oil in that. I don't think I was gonna add a little bit of that, but I think I'll go ahead, being as that's cooking along right there, I'm gonna add I'm gonna kind of guess today. We're gonna go, that's probably about 1.5 tablespoons. That's probably we're guessing another. I'm gonna let you mix it in and see how much of a paste we get out of that right there before we start adding our other stuff. I went ahead and cooked some of our pasta ahead of time, because normally what we would do in this recipe is when we get to that step, we would put the dry pasta in and let it cook, but it has to cook another 10 to 15 minutes. So like I said, I wanted to make sure we got this dish done and showed you the steps of it. So you can pre-cook it, but if you don't pre-cook it, you can always, and I'm gonna tell you when you can put your dry pasta in here in just a minute after we get this. I'm gonna put you just
I say cook it.
Yeah, well, it makes it a little bit. I'm gonna add you just about one more. All right, mix that in real good. And we're just gonna cook that long enough just to get that raw flour taste out, just for a little bit. And I know it tries to stick and all that, but this chicken broth is gonna deglaze that pan here in just a minute, and you won't have to worry about it. You know, like I say, it seems like it turns into a paste, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna burn up, but it's fine. It's gonna all turn loose here in a minute. But it's looking pretty good. All right, go ahead and flatten it out good before we add that chicken broth. You got that pretty good. You act like you know what you're doing over there.
I mean, I've been doing it for like ever.
The old pot stir. Tina says she is the pot stir. Always stirring up something.
Miss Joyce, if you're watching today, we hope that your arm gets better. I know that you fell. We've been praying for you.
We sure have.
You got some Salisbury steak coming. Frankie just ain't got to it yet.
We've been busy. Go ahead and cut that up a little bit more, Tim, before I put this in, because this is going to cool your pan down. Now, this is 2 cups of chicken broth, or chicken stock, whatever you have. And I'm going to put, that's half of it. I'm going to put about that much. And I'm going to hold off on this just for a minute. The reason why I say put just a dab more, the reason why I say hold off, because I'm going to see where we're at. And if we need to put a little bit more in here to make this a little more liquid in just a little bit so it's not so thick, we can always add, but it's hard to get it out after you put it in there. So go ahead and I probably need to give you I had a whisk laid out for you for that. Here it is.
You're falling down on your job.
Yeah, here it is. I had it laid out for you.
You're
that
not keeping your employees.
No, you're gonna have to keep this. You're gonna have to keep this moving.
Need. Well, move your hand. I'll do it.
Look, keep it moving, Miss Cleveland. Because that's going to thicken up. I'm going to go ahead and add this. We're going to need it, so I'm going to add that. Because this pot right here is going to get full. I'm telling you right now, this pot right here is fixing to get real full. So we got the chicken broth in there, and we're fixing to add.
It seems like it's right on the.
Is it sliding around?
I think it is.
See, if you cook on that gas stove I was talking about,
yeah, that's probably true.
It'd be doing it right now, but it's okay.
Wear these sleeves if
this right here works really good.
Calling the fire department.
I know. Yeah, you better watch them sleeves right there. We done burnt you up. But see I like this top because it has what they call that power boil on there. See how quick that comes back up to. Mm-hmm. So let's leave it right there because I'm gonna dump this in just a second. We're gonna dump this because this is gonna cool it back off again. Let that cook just for a second right there. And this calls for 3 cups of half and half, and you could put some heavy cream, but then again, I'm not gonna add all of this. I'm gonna save I'm gonna save about that much and see if we need to add it here in just a little bit. I don't want it to be too soupy. But we got a whole bunch of cheese gonna go in here, so we're fixing to cheese it up, Miss Cleveland. So it's gonna be good here in just a second. It ain't gonna take it long, cause you see we got this fresh. Ain't even got down here. Let me just keep on easing stuff down right here. I'm just gonna keep. I told y'all. Huh? That's that baby spinach.
Green leaves.
Yep. Look at here. I mean, I'm talking about we got cheese galore going on right here. So, is that yeah? That'll come back. Yeah, it's starting to boil. See, it don't take that power. I like that power boil option on that. So we're gonna go with we're gonna come now with about 2 teaspoons or so, give or take a little bit. Don't hold me to it. I know the food police gonna get on to me and say that ain't a teaspoon, but it's close. And we're gonna do 1 more like this right here. There we go. Let's do that right there. Now I'll let you whisk that in there good. This is just a basic Italian herb mix. You can use whatever you got in your pantry. Any kind of Italian seasoning will work. That smells really good. I smell that way over here, Miss Cleveland. That smells good. So we're gonna let that thicken just for a minute. And now we're gonna come with some of this pasta. I don't know how much it's gonna take. Now what you may wanna do, this pasta's already done. Go ahead and cut that down about to medium now. We're gonna cut that down to about to medium. Now this would be the point, brothers and sisters, where if you wanted to, right here, you could have went ahead and put this other 3/4 of a cup of this whipping, half and half. You could have added it, and then you could have put the dry noodles in. But for time's sake today, like I told y'all, we went ahead and pre-cooked this, and this was a box. This was a pound of noodles, and I'm not gonna
big noodles.
I'm not gonna put all this in there. I know it's a lot, ain't it? But I'm not gonna put it all in there. But we're gonna put what we think it can stand. We're just gonna keep on. You just keep on with your spoon or your whisk or whatever you feel comfortable using, Miss Cleveland. But like I say, this is already cooked, so like I said, I didn't want to add too much liquid. I was kind of trying to fill it out as I got to this point. Like I said, this is just so we can have it done for you.
Your side dish with this would be just a simple garden salad or that garlic bread.
Caesar salad, garlic bread. What else would go good with that?
That's all.
Some bread sticks or something like that would be really good. So we're getting there, brothers and sisters. Boy, this right here is looking really good. All right, I don't want to put any more in that right now because I don't want to. We got to have room for our cheese and our spinach and all this other good stuff. So just keep on doing your thing right there.
Chicken.
Huh?
Where's the chicken?
I didn't eat all the chicken. The chicken really, actually, what I'll do, I've got another cutting board out, so I'd have a clean board. What I'll do is slice the chicken. You would actually spoon this out on your plate and then slice the chicken and put it right on top, just to kind of cap it. But you got a lot more stuff to go in there, Miss Cleveland. Your pan gonna be running over.
We might should have had a.
We'll get it in there. We're gonna get it in there. All right. This is it calls for 3 cups of baby spinach, and I know this looks like a lot, and this is probably puffed up. It's 4 cups, so I'm gonna add part of this right here.
That's all I'd add.
No, but look, it's gonna wilt down. Just push it down in there. Just push it down in, just like that right there. Just push it in there. It looks like a lot, but I promise you, when it wilts, it ain't gonna be nothing.
If you don't have any of this at home, just go pick some leaves off the tree. It'll be the same thing.
Let me get that piece of macaroni off of there before it burns. So we put about, they putting on.
Huh?
I said the leaves will be, everything's green, so you can go out and get all you want. So go ahead and kind of push that down.
I'm trying.
And then we're gonna get ready to, let me keep on to this next step. Look here. Cut it on up a little bit, Tina. Cut it up. Bring your temperature back up just a little bit, because I want to add just a little bit more of this cream.
I'm going to say it's getting a little bit dry.
Yeah, cut it on up to that power boil, all the way up. All the way up. Let it click right there, and we're going to let it do its thing. We just want this spinach to wilt. Just push it down in there and let it set just for a second. Just get it down to the bottom of that pan. There you go. It ain't going to take it but a minute. Then I'm going to let you take it and give it a good stir here in just a second. We're going to dump this cheese, and we're going to come back and show you something here in a minute. It might not be none left in a minute though, because this is all but done. All we're going to do is melt this cheese.
So there's no putting it in the oven?
No.
Nothing like that?
I mean, you think about it, everything here is done. You cooked the chicken. The pasta was already done. you cooked your onions and your garlic and stuff, and see now that's wilted.
And you could cook your chicken the night before.
Yep. I mean, you could
put it in the refrigerator and
come home and just throw this together. You could have your chicken done and your noodles done the night before, and you come home and have a quick, different meal to put together. All right, so let that set just a minute. I'm gonna sprinkle this over the top. This is a cup of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. That is some of my favorite right there. Now you can kind of just push that down. We're gonna start melting this cheese. Now what I want you to do right now, go ahead and cut that eye off. I want you to kill that heat. And we're gonna melt this cheese in. This is a cup. This plastic cup got too close to the stove. That thing lopsided, Miss Cleveland.
Tip of the day, don't sit your plastic cup next to the...
We got some good tips of the day, ain't we? There you go. That's a cup of mozzarella cheese. I told you we done went real cheesy today. And then we're gonna come with this. Like I said, it said you could use either cheddar or Gouda. So what I done, I just kind of split it in half. I got half cheddar and half Gouda. And let me go ahead and sprinkle this on the top and let you keep working that in, Miss Cleveland. Don't that look good?
Yep.
You see, like that cream, we're gonna melt this right here. And if we need to, when you get that melted, you may want to fold that with your spoon. Might be easier now with that, just fold it in with that spoon. Just keep folding it like that right there. Just keep on folding. And we're gonna melt this cheese. And when we're gonna cut that chicken and we're gonna plate this up. Man, that looks, ooh. That looks like something good. Take the homecoming. That looks really good. See that spinach is wilting on down now. Let me pour this cream. Tina, I want you to keep on stirring. We're getting ready to go to break. I'm gonna put this last little half a cup. I'm gonna let Tina continue to mix this, and when she'll have it mixed, when we come back from break, I'm gonna slice this chicken. We're gonna show you what this finished product of this Tuscan chicken mac and cheese. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me give you your tip of the day. And actually, sometimes you learn things along the way. So your tip of the day is to buy you a splatter screen for your dishes, just like when you're frying things.
Look, that was a good one for today, right?
That was a good one for today. So buy you a splatter screen for you. You can get them anywhere.
Oh yeah,
and,
they got them in any big box store. I've got one floating around here somewhere right now.
That will save you a lot of everything. Probably saying a lot of ugly words.
Oh my God,
because I don't like to get splattered. So that's your tip of the day. Buy you a splatter screen.
Now Tina's got all that cheese. Remember all that cheese we was dumping in there? She's got all that cheese melted. Got all, I mean, God, I don't even need a chicken with that. But see, this chicken, we cooked this chicken to 165 internal temperature. And it's probably sitting there and it might have cooked a little bit longer. And it may be dried out a little bit. I don't know, it still looks pretty moist.
Good.
Yeah, it looks pretty moist. So see, all we gotta do is just cut this. And I'm just gonna plate you up just a little piece of that too, and I'm gonna show you. Just so we can say that we did it. Look, that's still juicy. That's juice running out of that, ain't it? That looks pretty good. So I was getting a small plate. I just wanted to show you.
I mean, you could have that as the main dish and have this as a side.
Yeah, let me see your other spoon. Yeah. So what I wanted to do is just, here it is. Right there. And boy, that looks good right there. You see, Miss Clemens, what I was talking about. So you was talking about the chicken a while ago. See, all I want to do is just
lay it on the top.
Just put a piece or two on the top like that right there.
I thought you was talking about like shredding it.
And this is just a homemade style. I don't know if I can eat with that fork or not, but but this is just a homemade style Tuscan chicken mac and cheese. All in one pot with the sun-dried tomatoes and the spinach and all the good cheeses and all the ooey gooey.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'm gonna let you try this one today. I'm gonna let you try that one. Now, like I told y'all, we plain Jane and simple. Look here. We ain't even got to wash no fork. It ain't that hot.
We'll let it cool off a minute.
Yeah, we'll let it cool a minute.
So.
But we thank y'all so much for joining us today at the Master's Table. I pray that you have a good week and the Lord blesses you real good. And join us next time right here, and we're going to always be cooking up something good.
In the meantime, God bless you. We love you. Reach out to us. And we'll see you next week.